Hello, hello. Here we are back again. Nile Neo stream. More Pokemon. How goes it? I'm having a great day. Nothing particularly good has happened, but it's nice outside. I went out and got my mail. I say nice outside, it's pretty warm. It has gotten quite warm here. I don't know if I'm ready for summer. I've got a feeling it's going to be quite bad. Quite warm. But it will come nonetheless. Inevitability. So what have I been up to? So, those of you who were at last stream, not the art stream, there was a secret other stream. I say secret because you cannot currently watch the VOD. Why is that? Two reasons. One, so what we did, for those who weren't there, was I played Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3, and the expectation was that I wanted to introduce the original series, the story of the original Naruto series, before we streamed the thing I actually wanted to stream, which was Storm 2. But the thing is, Storm 2 starts Shippuden, you get the whole idea. Point being, we played through some of the story mode, and then it became very clear that this was not a good representation of the story. So I was like, okay, we'll pivot. We'll just play Storm 1. And then Storm 1 was just like slow, and you couldn't play the story in like a linear way. You had to do side missions in between that were just like monotonous and terrible. It was prettier, and there's also wasn't like proper cutscenes for any of the story stuff. So I was like, okay, well then what are we gonna do? And I just kind of ended stream there. So it was kind of, I don't want to call it a bummer stream, but it was like, that didn't really pan out. And also the audio was kind of weird. I've been experimenting with a compressor on my microphone. And we haven't quite dialed it in yet. I'm trying again today. So hopefully this audio doesn't sound as bad. I've been working on it. So, what else have I been doing? Oh, I want to show you something. So, you may have noticed in the past that my stream overlay, there's like an area where I've set up like a drop shadow for the video source that I'm using, so I know like where to put it at and everything. I have developed a new system, and by developed I mean I downloaded a plugin for drop shadows. So check this out. Hold on. Let me get the emulator open. I mean the Game Boy that I own. At what point do we just stop saying stuff like that? Does Nintendo care? I mean, they obviously know. Twitch knows. Should we agree to just never do that kind of gag ever again and just like talk up front about emulation? Maybe so. But let me get this open for you. Okay, actually, let me swap you over to the overlay so you can see what I'm talking about. Hello. So you may notice that the usual block, the dark block, is not here anymore. And that is because I downloaded a plugin for drop shadows. So when I load this, if it'll be nice. Aha! Built-in drop shadow for any source that I plug into that source. Like any capture that goes into that source. And that'll be the case for other places too. So like when we have a 4x3 game, as opposed to a square one, it'll match. It'll match every time because it's based off of the source. So really stoked about that. And it'll be the same for the HD too, but Anyhow, so yeah, the screen looks a little bit different today, but that'll be a lot cleaner overall. So we don't have to like worry about, awkward overlays in the past that we've had. So there's also some fun stuff you can do with lighting as well using this same method. You can do an inner shadow. Like, I won't spend too long on this. I just want to show you like an example while we're live. Yep. Let's do this. Do this. So, I'm putting it on me. You can kind of see what I'm going for. Like if we wanted like some backlighting for the Fugi, it's all live. Now I don't think I'll be messing around with this too much or using this yet, but it's a cool little thing. You know, you can change the color, you can make the lighting be based off a source. Anyhow, just been experimenting. So, but that's not what we're here to do. We need to catch Pokemon. Last we left off, we were in Oxalis City, and we just got the first badge, which was Josiah, and he was actually kind of easy. I remember being pretty shocked that we got through it, because we didn't like grind at all, and Pokemon Brown had like such a rough start that PRISM has actually been very smooth. I've been really enjoying it. So the lineup right now, we've got Neopet, strong-willed with the Guts ability. Baby scatters things often, apparently, with the heat-proof ability. So it's not weak to fire anymore, which is a crazy thing to give a defensive steel type really into it. And nickname pending, Squirt. The Meryl. Hates to lose and has thick fat, so it also takes half damage from fire. So maybe it was because we had that we were doing pretty good against this gym, but I don't know. The team is subject to change, as always, but now we continue our adventure, and I don't remember where to go. So, but we can look at the map. Now, we're in Oxalis City. We started at Caper Ridge, I think, right? Yeah, because there's the Aqua Mines. So we need to go... I mean, I guess north, right? To Spurge City. Let's do it. And now it's daytime, too. Last time we streamed this, it was nighttime. And we will dip into the nighttime hours, I think. But, yeah, this game has a day-night cycle, which Brown didn't have. So, there might be new Pokemon in some certain locations. I mean, we could go back and give it a look-see, but I'm not really concerned. Right. We need to take the underground path, which has trainers on it. And they give away free Pokemon, so... Oh! Delightful music! Whoa! Wait, hold... Oh, this is like, This is like Zelda. They turned the top down into like a side-scroller. Holy shit, how'd they do this? Yeah, like I can't go up or anything. It's like... Wow! This is awesome, man. Hold on. We have... Yeah, Neopet. That's what we want. But let's get this first. We found a stick. A word of advice just for you, kid. It's better to train multiple Pokemon instead of just one. We've been all over it. We are good to go on that. What does the stick do? I mean, I think we give that to Farfetch'd, right? An ordinary stick. No. Oh, you know what? That might be related to the crafting thing that we've seen. So, lordy, lordy. Oh, we got a PC down here? That's smart. Where does this go? I keep forgetting we can run, too. Is that all we had to do? No, we're in the same spot. Or, where the heck are we right now? Whoa! Got a TM for Whirlwind. Speaking of, they mentioned that the TMs are multi-use now in this game. Onion can learn Will-O-Wisp, but I don't think we're using Onion, to be honest with you. It's just not activating my almonds, as they say. We could do the swap training for baby, but I don't think I'm into it. So let's just we enter the gauntlet. Ha! Shocked you, didn't I? Pokemaniac is such a cool design. I mean, it's changed in a lot of different games, you know? But this look is good. The big cloak. What do we got? Why don't we set up a sandstorm? I think, is Mud Slap better than Scratch? I think so. Because it also lowers accuracy, like Sand Attack. So, I think we're gonna swap this. Put Scratch down here. Actually, here's what we'll do. There we go. Because I don't think we're gonna use Leer. There will be probably not another opportunity to use Leer where it makes sense, but we'll keep it around. Well, if the Pokemon are going to be this weak, maybe we could actually get some baby action. a little baby gaming. What is it? Good old Paul. Oh, great. Yeah, I don't think Baby's going to be doing much in the way of damage here, but we can try a tackle. Oh, and of course it has Mud Slap. And that's a crit? No, we're swapping out. Baby, it is not your time. It is simply not your time here. I don't think I want to spend the time to do Sandstorm because it's going to keep using Mud Slap and then I'm going to get like lower accuracy each time. So I think we go... I bet it has better special defense, so I'm going to go for Scratch. Isn't it so weird Sandstorm is a Gen 2 thing? Yeah, I was starting to think that, but I did remember like weather moves being a thing because of the Steelix that Jasmine has having Sunny Day. I remember that was a crazy, crazy move for it. One of the rare times these early gym fights actually were like trying something, you know? I say early as in like the first 3 gens. Jeez, don't brag about it. We're not too hurt, are we? No, we're fine. Let's try another baby move. Having lots of Pokemon helps you deal with multiple different types. Ultimately, you have no clear type weaknesses left. Super Nerd Bill with the Yanma. So new types in this game. We have gas and we have sound. I think those are the ones that they carried over. So I don't think this guy is a wind type or anything. And I don't think they updated Leech Life either. Because, if you didn't know, chat, Leech Life, it used to be very weak, but then they updated it to have like a much higher damage in later gens. So I didn't know if they would have updated it here. I don't think Baby's gonna make it out of this alive. So I'm gonna swap back over. Take a sip of my water here. It's a good thing that Pokemon games you can play with essentially just the A button. So. Okay. Oh yeah, and we have abilities now. I keep forgetting that. So it will go first, and it will probably kill me. So I'm gonna go to Squirt. Yeah, it used to be 20, and now it's like, yeah, 60. Which, that's good. I mean, Bug-type moves could use a little bit of a boost, you know. You know, I say that, I mean, I think around that time, like, we had, like, Bug Buzz and, like, Signal Beam and stuff like that, so they had moves. Bug-type moves have actually gotten pretty good. Like, they've added a bunch of really good ones over the years. By the way, I did think of a new nickname for Squirt. So, as soon as we have the ability, we will have a nickname for Squirt, I assure you. I miss Signal Beam so much. Did they take out Signal Beam? Is that not a move anymore? That's like one of the coolest moves I remember. It had a cool animation. Yeah, U-turn's really good. That's a classic move. They took out Signal... That's crazy. What is wrong with Signal Beam? Is it like a redundancy? No, that can't be it, because you have moves like... I don't know, like Flame Wheel and Fire Fang, you know? I mean, obviously those have like different uses, but... What up, Alex? Welcome in. It's more Pokemon action. Coming right at your face. Or a different... a different phrasing, perhaps. We're going through that northern tunnel that we saw last stream to take the underground path. It's getting pretty dicey, but I think we could go one more fight without healing. Or, yeah, how about for a laugh? Why don't we try... Oh wait, I have potions. What am I talking about? You have potions. Use your damn potions. And I think this would actually be better suited on Squirt, and we're just gonna do swap training on Baby. I was gonna say, let's try and not heal all the way through this, like, little gauntlet, but if we have items... I feel like Baby could stay in, maybe. No, Gas is gonna do something, because I know Coughing is a gas type. Go, Neopet. Nice. Is it not very effective because it's a poison type move? Or is it a gas type move now? Smog. I don't know. This guy has 2 Pokemon, right? Let's do a Sandstorm. What do you think the pun is with coughing? Because I know Gen 1, their names are a little bit like hit and miss on if it's a pun or just like a different spelling. Is it coffin? Just with a K? Like coffin and coughing? Because it kills you? That's my best guess right now. It could also just be funny spelling, like muck and seal. But I don't know. They got a lot more like standardized as they went on. We're not doing a lot of damage to this coughing. Have I been trying to hit Mud Slap on a levitating coughing for like the past 3 turns? Yep, sure have. I'm not used to abilities being back. Okay, let's lock in a little bit, shall we? Coughing has levitate. But yeah, you got seal. You got I mean, Arbok and Ekans are just the word backwards. Trying to think of other examples. Drowsy. I don't think that's a pun. I think it's just another way to say drowsy. Or spell it, rather. We're poisoned. I think we'll be fine, though. Feels so gross hitting Ghastly with Earthquake, and yeah. I feel that, too. They don't know how to dodge yet. They don't know how to fly. Baby learned hypnosis? Hypno baby? Hypno is another good example. And now Squirt's trying to sing. That's crazy. We learned 2 moves that put people to sleep at the same battle. Nuts. Yeah, forget Tail Whip. You don't need that. Alakazam is just a word. Is it actually just spelled like that? I think so. They, you know, they just kind of tried anything back then. Yeah, I think we should probably swap out, right? No, we'll stay in. And why don't we try to sing? La. And it worked. Snowrun, what is your defensive stats? Lord, I don't know. We'll just go for a water gun. That seems pretty tanky for a, like, 4 levels lower Snowrun. I don't know if they changed typings or anything. Or not typings, stats. And you got woke. That's fine. I think we do Neopet. And then Baby to close it out if we die. Not the powder snow. You made a fatal mistake. You underestimated my awesome metal baby. Except that you did bring Bite to the house. You did bring Bite for the potluck, so I understand. I understand the confidence. So. Grumble. Dang. That was a rough fight. Looks like you're not my friend. I guess not. We cannot take on this dude without going to go heal. So, how about we scurry? Every attack is so scary when you're level 10. It's true. Everything is so much more deadly in an RPG when you're early level. I remember long ago, and by that I mean like over 8 years ago, I was in a D&D campaign with some friends in college that I was rooming with, and we had put so much work into some characters and like developing a story that we were about to undertake. We were starting a new campaign. We were all level 1. And I think we got like wiped out by like a pack of wolves in the woods before we even did like anything. Just because we made some tactical errors. I was very new to the game at the time. If Levi shows up at any point today, he could probably confirm whether or not that happened. Actually, no, Levi was not there for that. That was before the Levi years, I think. Shoot. Well, if anybody who was who I was rooming with at the time hears this, you'll probably have information about that. But yeah. But what we basically did was there was well, let me get into this fight actually. Yeah, we'll keep Baby up front. Baby's starting to pull its own weight. You're not a trainer? Greetings. I give gifts to talented trainers. Do you have what it takes? Then prove it. Okay, so it's like a Ryu? The answer lies in the heart of battle. Oh, look at this Makuhita sprite. These colors are so good. Man. So what we did basically was, there was lore that, because it was kind of like a sequel campaign to a campaign we'd done in the past, and one of the antagonists of that campaign was an antagonist in this one, and they kind of had some control over like the line between life and death. So people were brought back, but they had a kind of brand on them that caused problems for them eventually. To put it as simply as possible. So we survived the wolf fight, but it was just funny, like mechanically, there was very little we could do to survive it. Now, one would argue that was maybe like a DM issue for introducing that fight to us at the time, but we laughed about it. What's coming out? I don't even remember. We're fine. Yeah, that defense on Baby plus being a psychic type at early levels is really good. I'm beaten. Congratulations, you earned this gift. I found this Pokemon, and it needs a young trainer such as yourself. You have no room in your party. Come back when you have room and I'll give you your prize. All right, hold on. I'm gonna be kind of bummed if we should probably just deposit these guys for now. Ooh. That's so fast now. I remember that like taking a second to load the last time we played. I'm gonna be so bummed if this is a Tyrogue, because I definitely don't want to use like another Hitmon Pokemon after what happened in Brown. But it's probably gonna be a Tyrogue. Congratulations, you earned this gift. I found this Pokemon and it needs a young trainer such as yourself. Cyndaquil. Give a nickname to the Cyndaquil you received. Now hold on now. Chat room. I need a nickname for a Cyndaquil. It's a male Cyndaquil. I don't know if we're gonna use it yet, but we should nickname it. It's a little, you know, it's a little shrew guy. A little porcupine shrew rodent thing that becomes like a ferret that's on fire. And I will think of some names myself. Dig Dug. I don't hate that. I kind of like Doug. How do we feel about Doug? Maybe it's too simple. We can make it like D-O-U-G, but... Simple name for a simple guy. Yeah, why not? Cyndaquil is a rare fire type. I'm happy you have it now, but I'm running out of Pokemon to give challengers. I always lose. Seems like you need to go into a different profession, my friend. All right, so Cyndaquil is level 10. It has an Oranberry. And it has Blaze. So normal stuff here. I'm actually going to take that berry from you. And we don't have a fire type, so we might as well keep Doug around for now. But our starter is Larvitar, so I feel weird having like a starter on the team. But just for a little bit of backup, we could do that. Now I went through here earlier, and it didn't seem like there was anywhere to exit. So that might be all that's in that little path. Yeah, I think that's all we can do here. So this was not progression like I thought. Just a little bit of a leveling for us. Oh well. That's okay. We'll find another place to go. Just you wait. I tell you what, we go down, maybe. We go down, we look at the map. we go down, and we take Route 71, go to Visalia Town. You know how it is. I'm like from the South, and I can't do a good accent. Like, I was raised pretty much my entire life in the South, and I can't pull it off. Take a turn at the Dollar General. This has to be the way to go, right? No, this is where we came from. So... the good old days where you had to actually navigate. Maybe there's a western path. There's only so many paths that we could possibly take. So, perhaps the west. No, what is this? That's the clothing shop. Oh, it was, duh. I knew we had to go north, but I thought there was another path. This is the way to go. We gotta go to Spurge. We must take a trip to Spurge City. But it's daytime now. So I'm gonna look in here and see if there's anything fun for us to catch. I did not heal. And I can't run from this box. Please. Baby, you must escape. Please. Baby, please. Alright. I should check if I have Pokeballs too. I think we do, though. We haven't done a lot of caching. Yeah, we have 8. That's fine. How much money do we have, though? We might... Yeah, we got the money to kind of be a little safer than that. We just spent potions, too. How about we do a little bit of shopping? Let's top us off to a delicious 15 Pokeballs. And let's get 5 potions. And yeah, we could use some, maybe another antidote. And 3 awakenings. And that'll do us. Man, the color palette for the Johto games on the Game Boy Color, it's just like, there's nothing better than this, man. You just don't beat this. I mean, I really like how Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald look, too. In some places more than others, but this is like... I mean, there's a reason so many, like, retro Game Boy style indie games copy this kind of palette, you know? It's so warm, and like then you have like a striking, like really saturated color like that purple. We're gonna see a lot of that, I think, when we play Mina the Hollower later this week. I think that's on Friday, I want to say. So, because it's very Game Boy inspired. So, we're in Game Boy mode, I guess. I'm realizing now, we probably need to start a non-Game Boy game. How'd you do against Josiah? It's him, the Game Boy. I was a bit of a Game Boy back in the day. But I was more of a Game Boy Advance guy. That was my childhood home. The Game Boy Advance and the SP. That was me. And then the DS came out and the 3DS, but I was like getting older by that point. But in terms of like childhood gaming, it's on the Game Boy Advance. And portable consoles were a big deal for me because they were things that I could play that wouldn't take up the family TV. And I could plug headphones into them so they wouldn't be like disturbing anybody. This sounds crazy. Now that I say it out loud, it makes it sound like I was in a home that was like, I don't know, scary. I wasn't. It's just, it was, you know, it was nice to do things privately, I guess. I don't know. So I liked handheld gaming for that. So. I tell you what, though, I got in trouble at school a lot for bringing my Game Boy Advance. There was many a time where I had it confiscated and then I had detention, and then like my mom had to pick me up after work, and you know, it's embarrassing. But gaming was worth it. Gaming, the pursuit of being a Game Boy. I learned all that stuff eventually. You never got into PC games because your dad was a PC gamer? Yeah, I didn't get into PC games for a long time either. But I had a personal computer pretty early though. Like, I want to say when I was 11 or 12. That was just like exclusively my own. But it wasn't like powerful enough to run the stuff yet. And I didn't even know how to like interface with that. So I played stuff like Neopets or I was on like Gaia Online, you know? Habbo Hotel. That sort of stuff. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Now, you want to talk about a fun stream? I would love to stream Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Baby, I do not think this is your fight to win. The bird is simply too fast. Wait, how? Oh, it used Pursuit. I was like, why didn't I swap out? Pursuit, if you didn't know, if you try to swap out, it chases you, which is fucking terrifying. But in terms of when I really started PC gaming, that was when my friend Ben introduced me to Steam around like 13 or 14. And we started doing like TF2 and stuff. I played Portal for the first time. Actually, park the car. I did not play Portal for the first time on PC. I played Portal and TF2 for the first time on Xbox 360 with the orange box. Which was interesting. But eventually, I entered the world of Steam, and then my entire life changed. As the world of gaming became quite wider. And then I found out about stuff like Cave Story and stuff like that, you know. Castle Crashers, but I guess I played that more on Xbox too, but... But for me, a lot of my gaming history back in the day was just like watching stuff on YouTube. You know, Let's Players and stuff. Not dissimilar to what you are doing right now. Just because it was booming at the time. Let's Plays were like... I mean, not as many people were doing game stuff on the internet back then, but those who were like gods. The ones who actually like got there on the ground floor, you know? We should probably heal Baby. I don't want to keep going without Baby. Though I tell you what, we should catch something first and then go back to heal. So let's have Squirt up front because it's got Sing. Let's give a look-see and see what's in the grass. My theory is that because it's daytime, we'll have more options. But we shall see. Yeah, I got Steam. I started playing things like Gary's Mod, TF2. I remember playing Super Meat Boy pretty early. That was an early one for me, and just like tearing my hair out about it. And by that point, I was in high school. So, what the hell was I playing in high school? I mean, I don't know, just stuff that was on sale, you know. Steam had a reputation for games being really cheap if you caught them at the right time, so I played stuff like the Batman games, like the Arkham games when those came out. Was that on PC or was that also on Xbox? It's hard for me to tell because I was doing a lot of both. So I like Let's Plays because they're like watching my big brother play GameCube. Yeah. And yeah, there was a lot of once we started entering like the horror Let's Play era with like Markiplier and like Jacksepticeye and like I say horror, that wasn't exclusively what they were playing, but that's how I associate that era. Like, I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's came out, and like Amnesia came out, and that era is when I started seeing like more yelling. That's when I associate yelling and screaming and being a little bit more intense with Let's Plays. That's when that started. But for those who weren't, you know, on the scene in the years prior, it was actually kind of chill. It was kind of more like streaming. Now, there's not a lot of examples of Let's Players that I watched back then that are, let's say, good people now, or still relevant enough for them to be worth mentioning. But It was a lot more chill. And I watched a lot of more like random people back then. I wasn't like devoted, you know. It was more about who is streaming, or who is uploading videos of the game that I wanted to watch, and then I would just watch it. It didn't matter who it was, you know. And there was just fewer Let's Players back then. And Let's Plays also were kind of like, they were a little bit more like guides, too. Like, if you watched a Let's Play series, they were more often than not like going through like, okay, here's everything about this game. Here's how you do this, and here's what you need to know about this location. And then they would go into conversation, you know, when there was like a lull. But I don't know, just interesting looking back. I should go back to videos from like, I just completely lost track of what I was doing here. I need to, okay, I don't think I'm gonna catch anything here. I'm gonna go heal, and then we're gonna fight that trainer. That's what I get for rambling. But I wanna go back and watch like videos from like 15 plus years ago and just see what it was like and what I remember versus what actually existed. My friend Alex, who may or may not still be watching, but he was watching an old Spike TV video game award thing earlier today. And it got me a little bit nostalgic thinking about that time period, because that was like 2003. I was not on the internet at that age. 2003, I was 8 years old. So I wasn't quite interneting it up yet, but I was like cognizant. So not so much nostalgic for that specific time period, but a little bit after it. Isn't it scary that 15 years ago is 2010? 16 now. G4. Oh my god. Dude. You want to talk about that time period? I was an avid G4 watcher. I was watching X-Play. I was watching Attack of the Show. That was gamer content. That was all we had, you know, and it was questionable. There are some questionable stuff from the G4 era. The X-Play reviews, Attack of the Show. What else was there? Were Achievement Hunters, were they on G4 at some point, or was that just the internet? I'm trying to remember. Because I think I didn't watch them a lot, but I remember being like aware of them. I'm glad Baby is still here. Yeah, Baby is actually putting in work. So. Catch an electric and fire Pokemon. Why? Is this like an actual... Are you giving me a hint, Juggler James? Baby, I don't know if this is your fight to win. I mean, we just fought a Pineco, but it took a little bit, so how about we try Doug? Yeah, we used to buy paper magazines about video games. We got Game Informer, we got, I mean, there was a Nintendo magazine, I remember, Nintendo Power. But I remember collecting Game Informers, but I didn't read a lot of the Game Informer magazines that I got, because at the time, a lot of it was talking about like really mainstream, more adult games that I wasn't into yet. Also, Doug just got totally obliterated. But I liked the pictures and I liked seeing what was coming out, you know, but I didn't like read it too closely. But then once I was older, once I was like a proper teenager, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll read this when it comes out. But at that time, we were starting to get news on the internet too. We were getting trailers uploaded to YouTube, you know. Read a lot of the UK official Nintendo magazine, which is one of the most insane publications you could ever read, because they just had a dedicated "We do some goofy bullshit" page at the end. If you're a magazine, you gotta have something like that, though. You gotta have something fun for the messing around bits. What am I saying? Is there ever gonna be a stream where we don't talk about old shit? Is there ever going to be one of these streams where I don't just devolve into being like an old man? I feel like that's been every single one of them. I'm not that old, though. For people who don't know, I turned 31 this year, which is not old. let the record show. It's just the first point where I'm realizing that I'm like not young, though. I'm just a guy now. I'm just kind of a man. Xingling. I love Xingling. I think it should be a sound type now. Let's stay in. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my god, the little hands. Oh. Video games are reaching middle age. Yeah, I sometimes forget that video games haven't been around that long, you know? Not even 100 years. Which sounds silly to say, but I mean, I guess traditional gaming has, like board games and stuff have been around for a very long time, but it's such a recent thing. What to do now? Let's give Baby a shot. I think Baby could finish this off. Go for it, Baby. Yeah, that's true. It does definitely feel like, I mean, there are a lot of technological advances that are happening right now, but they're not as obvious as they used to be, and they're not as cool as they used to be either. And that's not just the age talking. That's like, I don't know. I guess it's less about entertainment, maybe, because a lot of tech stuff in the 2000s was like trying to improve entertainment because it was a booming industry, you know? Future Sight. That's pretty good. A defensive Pokemon having Future Sight is I'm pretty into that. But I don't want to get rid of Tackle because then we're kind of running low on attacking moves. But I think, you know what? Let's be a little risky, right? What am I being safe for? We have almost a full team. If Baby wants to look into the future, Baby can look into the future. I should have paid attention to what this Pokemon is, but we are going to switch regardless. Yeah, I guess playing a game like this has me in a nostalgic mood. So. I tell you what, though. Talking about magazines, I was much more of a magazine reader for Shonen Jump, which I don't know if they still do Shonen Jump. I haven't checked in a while, but whenever I would go with my mom to the grocery store, she would let me go to the magazine section and pick out a Shonen Jump, whatever the monthly one was. And that's how I got exposed to a lot of different manga at the time. And I didn't understand anything that was going on, but I liked looking at the pictures. You know, that was my equivalent of like a kid picking a comic off of the shelf and just reading it and not thinking about the context of it, you know? But yeah, I used to just like get it at the Kroger, you know? Shonen Jump with like Naruto and Bleach and I don't know, like some sports manga. And it would just have like a bunch of different chapters in this big, like it was thick, you know, it wasn't just like a magazine. It was like it was a book, you know, these were big, like books that you would buy. And I don't know if my mom like entirely understood it, but she knew I liked like Yu-Gi-Oh! She knew I liked Naruto. So. Mound Cave. You guys like mounds and almond joy? I've seen conflicting accounts on the enjoyment of almond joy and mounds. I'm into them. If you want my opinion, I think they're great. Oh my god, I think that's my rival. Shit. Oh, and Gligar? Oh, we gotta catch a Gligar. Let's look around though to see if there's one at a higher level. And we gotta be careful of that too. We don't want to accidentally like activate the rival. The favorite candy is Mounds. Big handshake. Big handshake. Now, I don't know about favorite candy, but I do like it. And I think I'm more on the Almond Joy side because I enjoy the crunch of the additional almond, but it's very similar. You know, you only get one almond per joy, I think. Though you get two of them, I think. In a traditional bar, I think you get 2 Almond Joys, and each one has an almond. So you get what I mean. Geodude, I'm not into. Maybe we should heal up baby. Oh my god, we should heal up everybody. What am I doing? Hold on. Hold everything. We need to take a trip. There we go. Why do I keep going in here? I've done that like 3 times. Candy. I'm not really a candy guy anymore. And that's not just because I'm 30. It's I think when you are a child, there is a cultural compulsion to eat candy because everybody's eating candy. But I am actually not that much of a sweet tooth. I'm more of a pastry guy. But now that I don't feel as much like societal pressure to be like having a good chocolate, I don't really get candy like ever, unless it's like offered to me. It's just not a priority. But candies I did like. Almond Joys and Mounds. I liked. I actually did like Jolly Ranchers too. There was a period where, you want to talk about compulsion. There was a big popularity of sour candy for a while during the time where I was a child. I say that like nobody watching can relate, but obviously we most of us grew up in the same time period. But I feel like there was a specific moment where so much candy was sour, or offered a sour variant, and My sister had a really big tolerance for sour candy, if I remember right, and I tried to get in on it. No. I like Skittles, but now the thought of eating Skittles makes my skin crawl. Because it's just like, I don't know, it's just like sugar mush. Like, sugar tar. You know? Skittles are like, it's just like the thing you should not ingest. You know? It's not good for you. Same with like Laffy Taffy. The whole idea is that you had a joke on the taffy, right? But I don't think the taffy was all that good. It wasn't even real taffy, from what I am to understand. Now, where is Gligar? I'm looking for one over level 7. Though I don't know if we're gonna find it. I think M&Ms are a good candy. You know, you got a good, like, serving size isn't the word. There's like a form factor. There we are. I think M&Ms do a lot. Real taffy is overrated also. Yeah, it's been a while for me. Lordy, lordy, I would love to see a Gligar. Shinx! Do we catch a Shinx? Do we go down the path of a Shinx? They did say we should catch a electric type. Maybe just to be safe. I'm sure at some point we're gonna need to have caught like 30 little fuckos. So it'll be good that we add on to that number when we can. Oh, I should have used hypnosis. What am I doing? Now, don't kill yourself. Okay, well. Shinx, you missed your opportunity, I'm sorry to say. Now, this would be the point in the Pokemon Brown playthrough where we would start doing speed up. But we're stronger now, right? We're more mature now. A few months later. We can handle a bit of monotony, right? We don't have to immediately surrender to speeding up the game to obtain what we want. It's about the hunt, really. Right? It's about the hunt. It's about hearing the same battle music over and over and over. Until your ears bleed. Actually, chat, give me 1 second. I am gonna go use the bathroom. And I'll be right back. I am back. And let's get right back to it. I think I give it 3 more encounters. and then maybe we'll run into Gligar on the way out. How about that? We got to keep things moving. Oh, whoops. That's 2. Now, come on now. Nope. Okay. It's not meant to be. Mound Cave, they just be naming anything these days. There's a lot of funny names in this game so far. Let me double check something. Okay. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's talk to you. I can't hear you. Okay, now I get you. All right, you want me to go where? I'll call you back. Who is this? Oh, it's the same guy. I told you to stay out of my way. Can't you follow the most basic instructions? I guess it's time to see if these new Pokemon can slice your team up real good. Play the music. Is your character still in pajamas? Maybe so. It's kind of awesome. Level 13 Paris is a little more than I was expecting. How about a hypnosis? Would you like a hypnosis? There we go. And what we'll do is we'll set up a future sight while it's asleep. So now that's up, and now we can hit confusion until it wakes up. We're speed tied with a Paris? I kind of figured it'd be faster. Boom. Whoa! Cool animation for future sight. Oh boy, that did a lot more than I was expecting. Okay. Well, we got him. What do you mean we got him? Sneasel. What is the move? Ice is not good for Neopet. We could try Doug. How about an attempted Doug? Fury Cutter does more damage for each consecutive use. Yeah, I knew that much. I just didn't think it was going to do that much off of, like, the second rip, you know? I think we should be okay. We could probably... Yeah, with the burn, especially, we'll be fine. Something else I noticed... We have physical and special moves. So you can see their type SP, PH. So they have done the physical special split for this game. I wasn't sure if that was the case or not. So we don't got to worry about that. Everything will behave as it is expected to do. Way to go, Doug. Bagon. Alright, so you're a dragon type. We don't have ice yet. Because for some reason, we decided not to hold on to an ice type from the snowy area. But we are going to need that eventually. Squirt, do you know a fairy move? Is double slap a fairy move in this game? I know it's normally normal, before anybody says anything. And what'd I tell you? I knew I had it in the back of my mind that double slap was a fairy move. At least in this game. There we go. Why on earth did they do that? Beats me. Maybe to have like an early game, I don't know, like an early game fairy move that's like physical as opposed to like fairy wind. Miss Mayhaps, hi. Yeah, I did draw this myself. Thank you. Yeah, we just we made this this sprite recently. We just updated it. I'm a big fan of it. Thank you so much and welcome in. And that'll do just fine. Squirt, we have got to get you to the name raider now. I have a name in mind. I just don't want to tell you guys until I can actually get it done. These worthless pests are just a waste of my time. Now, I am off to find new Pokemon that suit my specific needs. What those are? Ha! That's not your concern. I forgot this guy is like canonically British. I remembered that like halfway through reading that. Though maybe the entire cast is, and I just didn't know. Well, baby, you have done what you need to do. So let's have Neopet needs some levels, I think. We'll keep Neopet up front. I assume that this is the way forward, so there's something I want to do first. Gligar? No. I haven't played this game. How is it? It's great so far. This is my first time really giving it a look-see. We played Pokemon Brown on the channel before, which is like it's kind of a prequel to this game. This is Pokemon PRISM. And this game so far has made a lot of good improvements. I've been having a lot of fun with it. We have a lot to do, though. I'm kind of early on. I've only gotten one badge, and there's apparently 20 of them. So it's a pretty big game, but I'm excited to see more. I want to go in here to see if there's something I missed before we continue. Paris. I don't think... I feel bad. I feel like every game I pass on catching Paris. It's not bad, you know, and it has Effect Spore, which is really good. So. If you're wondering why I'm fighting the Paris, it's because I want to get to level 13 before we do anything else. Used Parasect in a blue playthrough. I've heard it's really good in the early games. I forget which generation introduces Spore, but Chad, if you didn't know, Spore is like a really accurate sleep move. And very few Pokemon get it. It's a very powerful move. Neopet is trying to learn Rock Throw. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But yeah, you can do like Spore for Fury Cutter and like use the sleep as like turns to build up your Fury Cutter. Really good stuff. Yeah, we don't need Leer. Leer, you have served your purpose. Much appreciated. In fact, well, let's before we run into anything else, do that. Now, is there an item over here? Hey, a TM. Mud Slap. Good stuff. Can anybody learn Mud Slap? Yeah, actually a bunch can. I'm trying to. I wanted to see if it was like a physical or special move, but I mean, we might as well give it to Squirt and Doug, just to like replace, I don't know, Tackle. Squirt doesn't need that. And I don't think Doug knows a lot of moves yet, so yeah, we can get rid of Lear. Well, yeah. Baby can't mud slap. No, that's not Baby's prerogative. Baby is there to be round and cute, and then to send psychic waves that destroy the enemy. Okay, so I thought maybe that would be like one of those like drop down kind of gaps where you go down to the level below, but it would appear not. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so if we take Mound Cave and go left, there's a cut tree here. We'll have to remember that. Vulpix, you're really cute, but I used you in the last game. I'm sorry. I would love to see a Gligar on the way out. That would be tremendous news. Because I would imagine they put Gliscor in this game, because I know they put in a lot of like newer Pokemon. Ooh, there's an... Oh, hey! Look who it is. Alright, let's move Rock Throw up here. And, put Scratch down here so we remembered to replace it. Could always just catch Pokemon to fill out your Pokedex. I mean, yeah, we've been kind of doing that. But, I don't know. Pokedex isn't really the objective for this run. But maybe, I mean, if we get really into this game and we want to run it for, like, longer than I originally intended, maybe we could just hang out in Prism some days and do some, like, completion stuff. I mean, I'm not connected to, like, retro achievements or anything, but, it would be fun. I wonder how that works. Like, if I were to, like, play this on a Retro Achievements emulator now, would it pick up that I've done certain things? Probably not. I assume not. I haven't really experimented with that. I am worried about doing another Rock Throw. I'm just going to do Scratch. And now to save me some Pokeballs, I'm going to try and get a Sing off. Yo, who wants to hang out in the Prism? Not the Poison Sting, please. Please. La la. There we go. Now the sleep should do a lot for us. Be thinking of nicknames for a Gligar, by the way. I will be needing them momentarily. There we go. It's a female Gligar. Gligar, the Fly Scorpio Pokemon. It's probably Fly Scorpion, but they just didn't have like the character amount for it. It builds its nest on a steep cliff. When it is done gliding, it hops along the ground back to its nest. Give a nickname to Gligar. Scorpio would be a good name. I don't think we have room for Stick and Poke, but we could try. Hold on. We do. We just barely do. We can go with that. Ooh. Maybe a Pokemon can break this. This looks like the soil that Neopet was eating at the start of the game. I was wondering if, like, I could bring out Larvitar and they would eat it. We got to be careful. We're getting busted up a little bit. And we have an actual cave this time? I don't think I remember being in, like, a lot of actual caves in Brown. Maybe one or two. You know why I don't remember being in a lot of caves? It's because we we did speed up in the caves because of the random encounters. And so we didn't spend a lot of time in the caves. I was wondering, I was like, I can't believe they wouldn't have caves in Brown, but nope, they sure did. A mining pick. Okay. Kind of scared to use that, but I received gold dust. Did that use my mining pick, or do I have that forever? It would appear that that used my mining kit. Or pick. So those are, limited use items, apparently. Not a proper tool. Shinx! We could try to catch Shinx again, but I'm a little bit worried about our health. So we maybe need to put that on the back burner for now. Because there's more cave to go. I could use some potions, but I want to conserve those if I can. Good lord. Yes, I understand. There are wild animals in this wilderness. Let me progress. Now, what's all this about? No item here. Maybe it's just like a dead end. Kind of like a Cerulean Cave. Slowpoke? Okay, we gotta catch a Slowpoke. I haven't seen any of these guys so far. We gotta try and catch this Slowpoke. Holy moly. That did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Let's go to Squirt and try and get a Sing off before we die. Sing has been, like, really accurate. That's not how I remember Sing being. Maybe they updated it? I don't know. Gonna get a sip of water here. Great. Alrighty. Slowpoke, the dopey Pokemon. It is always so absent-minded that it won't react, even if its flavorful tail is bitten. Everybody's always biting my flavorful tail. Can I get a nickname for Slowpoke? Please? Could someone please give me McQueen? There it is. There we are. We got Stick and Poke McQueen. And our trend of primarily catching female Pokemon continues to be the case. Besides Baby. Baby is a genderless friend. Now Doug is male, but we didn't catch Doug. We were gifted Doug. Okay, so I think we need to take this. Whoa, hey pal. There's just a guy back here. I'm worried that you're a trainer, but let's just, let's take it as it comes, huh? Ah, hello there. I'd like to leave this place. However, these rocks are blocking the exit. I almost have enough dynamite to get rid of these darn things, but I'd need about 5 more to get them out of my way. Forever. If I'm not mistaken, there should be some dynamite left. It should be spread out on the bottom floors. However, I saw a bunch of multicolored freaks hanging around there. Multicolored freaks? Oh, wait a second. Those are the Power Ranger guys from Brown. Remember? Oh, rewind in your brain. Activate your memory. Remember, like the Ranger guys that said, like, "Oh, we'll be back and we'll be doing stuff in the future." It's the future right now. If you want to help me out and deal with them, be my guest. I'm still waiting for the dynamite. Why didn't you get me the dynamite yet? Dude, I haven't even left this room yet. I need 5 sticks to blast us through. Well, I'll be on the lookout, I guess. That was really weird. Did you guys notice I didn't run into a wild Pokemon for like a long time just now? Like a suspiciously long amount of time. Am I just getting like really lucky right now? What's happening? What is happening right now? Well, now I'm confused because... No, that's where we came from. I see. I see where we have to go. Whoa, it's another, like, side-scrolling section. This is really cool. What a cool thing to put into a Game Boy Pokemon game. Moonstone. Okay. I mean, we don't got anybody that evolves with a Moonstone, right? No. Come to think of it, I don't know how Meryl evolves. I think it's just through levels, but I'm not sure what level. Whoa. What is happening in here? I'm gonna save. We haven't saved in a while. Got an escape rope. An electric Pokemon or move could start this light generator. Ah, I see. This presents a problem. And that's why they gave me the escape rope. You know what, let's just deal with it. We'll be fine. We don't have to go all the way back out to the Pokemon Center and swap to an electric type that we have. We can do this, right? Whoa! Okay, so we can get a Sneasel. Let's do it. I don't think I've ever used a Sneasel. Like, ever. Maybe this is the time. I don't know, though. Our rival uses Sneasel, too. So... I'm not gonna risk swapping out. I'm just gonna go for a Pokeball. Though I don't know if Sneasel... Yep. I think Sneasel might be hard to catch. Whoops. That's fine, though. Survive, please. There we go. Enter my ball. Join my family. Sharp Claw Pokemon. This cunning Pokemon hides under the cover of darkness, waiting to attack its prey. Need a nickname for a female Sneasel. I'll be thinking of one too. It's got claws, it's got like little feathers. What would be a good name? It's a weasel. It's an ice type. An ice dark type. Wolverine is good. Frieza? Nile. Okay, well. We're gonna do... Cooler. No. I'm trying, there's something activating in my brain. Like, I want to think about, like, you know how you give somebody... Found it. This is shoulder. Yep. I was thinking of, like, an icy stare, but then I remembered giving somebody the cold shoulder. It's not a good name, but it's a name nonetheless. And that's all we need. Oh! It's one of those ranger guys. And we are fucking looking bad. We don't have a revive either. We just need to, like, tank this. Only one more potion. I named my Baxcalibur and Scarlet and Violet Refrigerator. We have a super potion though. Let's use the potion on Doug. And we'll save the super potion for an emergency. How about that? Like during the fight. I'm just gonna save again. I missed nearly an hour and a half, dang it. Well, you don't gotta worry about anything. It's a live broadcast. It is the nature of the beast. But welcome in. Hey. Hey. Don't ignore me. Ooh. New music. Palette pink. Oh my god, that's so cute! What a cute animation for Whismer. Niall, I'm here. I saw the signal in the sky. Gotta say, your advertising budget must be insane. Our advertising budget is currently my blue sky. And that's all we've got. Maybe someday I will feel confident enough to make a Discord. But welcome, Levi. Welcome in. We're fighting, I think they're called the Palette Patrol, if I remember right. And of course, now we miss Sing. Laughing gas. Uh-oh. This is not good. I'm actually going to swap out and, let's go to Baby. By the way, I haven't plugged this in a while, but now seems like a good time. If you want to catch full uploads of past streams, check the link below to my YouTube page, where I am uploading VODs pretty much immediately after I'm live. So if you miss something, you can go there, and that's the place to be. Because I will say up front, going forward, I'm still recording past broadcasts on Twitch, but once I'm done being live, I'm not making them published anymore. Because I don't want people to be watching them here. I would rather than be watching them on YouTube. So, so I'm still uploading them so you can rewind during the stream. But once the stream is over, you'll have to go to the YouTube. So that's how it is now. It's a little bit of an extra step for me, but I'm trying to funnel people to the right places. So, things are not going well. Just in general. Not in terms of the stream, but, I'll head to the YouTube channel for the first hour and a half. That's the way to be. I think I need to be paying more attention right now. I kind of went on autopilot during a very important fight. I am going to use that super potion, I think. Or no, wait, we go first, so we should do this first. See, this is why you got to keep your speed in mind. That's one of the most important ways to get better at Pokemon is knowing and paying attention to your speed. Porygon. You don't say. Oh man, you're not abnormal anymore. Because that doesn't exist here. We'll stay in. Whoa, really good sprite. And now it has thick fat. Okay. Let's go ahead and use that super potion. I almost used it on Baby. I don't know why it defaulted to me using it on Baby. Do we go for Sing? I feel like it's a good investment. At least like once. Yep. There we go. Now we're cooking. This is kind of down to the wire, though. I'm not going to lie. Let's just go for stab. Ooh. Ooh, that did not do what I wanted. That is way too low. Let's try. Here's what we do. Okay, new plan. Mud Slap while it's asleep. Lower its accuracy. Then when it wakes up, it'll be less likely to hit us. All right, big brain play. Now we put it back to sleep. Ah. We're cooking. This is going to take some time, but it'll be... What do you mean it immediately woke up? What? What are you talking about? Go back to bed. Gosh, it's like a boss battle or something. It's like it's difficult for an intentional reason. What do you mean tackles still hit? Oh, Lord. Okay, well, we have no more healing now. Well, I mean, we have an Oran Berry, but that's not really worth the time at this level. So we just gotta hope Sing hits, I think. Nope. Hey, hold on. There we go. Trust in the mud. All right. Hashtag trust in the mud. And keep it going. Trust in the mud. Or maybe we just cut it. Hashtag trust the mud. Chat, you gotta be trusting the mud right now. In every day of your life, just remember, the mud has your back. Trust the mud. It's working. We have been at 1 HP for quite a while. I think we can do one more mud slap, and then I think it's maxed out on its accuracy lowering, maybe? Oh, it already is, I think. This is silly. Is this another one of the fan-made games? Yep, if you look at the title, this is Pokemon PRISM. It is a sequel to Pokemon Brown, which seems pretty obvious now that I'm seeing the Palette Patrol again. Because we saw them in Pokemon Brown for a split second, then they were like, we'll be back later on. So, but yeah, it's made by the same people, except a lot later. So they've clearly like learned a lot of stuff since they made Pokemon Brown. Please. Oh, we're rolling. We are rolling dice right now. Gah, shit. Okay, well. What do we do? Baby. Baby, you have work to do. Here's what we do. All right, here's what we do. All right, I'm thinking about the future. Future sight, if you will. Is Prism associated with any particular generation of Pokemon? If you mean like what kind of hack it is, it's a ROM hack of Crystal. So Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So on the Game Boy. So Gen 2, essentially. It's basically like if Pokemon Brown is Red and Blue, then Pokemon Prism is Gold and Silver. If you want to think about it that way. But the name Prism is just kind of a name that they came up with. I don't think it's like anything specific. I think what I want to do is Hypnosis. Never mind, it didn't hit, so we're going to swap tactics. Oh, and now it's a Psychic type, I guess. Great. Just in time for me to only have Psychic moves for damage. Pain Split? The fuck you mean Pain Split? Oh, Lord. Chat, Pain Split. It adds up both of your HPs, and then it splits that number between both of you. So it's best used when you're at low HP and your opponent is at high HP, so it damages them and heals you. And that's what just happened. And that's not good. But here's what we can do. How about we hit Future Sight? And then we're going to go for Hypnosis. There we go. So now Future Sight is going to hit this turn while it's asleep. And then I'm going to hit Confusion. There's the Future Sight. Still asleep. Come on. Holy moly. What a battle of attrition. One more left. Eevee. Will we change? I don't think so. Aw. Cute, but also I don't want to die. We have Doug in the back at least. What is the move? Oh, I'm sure it's going to have like Bite or something. I think if I hit Future Sight and I die, I think Future Sight still goes off. Quick Attack, that's good. We're Steel. Now I'm going to try Hypnosis. Please. It's crazy it doesn't have Bite. Okay. So now, Future Sight goes off. Great. We're going to set up another one. It woke up. That's death, I think? No? Okay. If we can... No, it's faster than us, so we can't even Hypnosis at this point. So what's our best option? I think... It won't miss, because it's not... It doesn't have, like, the accuracy lowered from Porygon. So it will kill us. It will go first and kill us. So the best thing I can do right now, I think, is I'm going to use an Awakening on McQueen. No? Yes. Go, Doug. Oh, we're fine. We're actually totally fine. And that's good experience for Doug, too. Doug is trying to learn Quick Attack. You don't say. What an interesting time to be learning that. Better than Tackle. Well, that was hard. I mean, we came in with like very low HP, but you know what I mean. Ugh, you're just like Red. Now, what Red are we talking about? We haven't seen Red Patroller all day, so we had to do this mission solo. If you see him, tell him Pink wants some real Pink to Red talk. Now, what's going on there? Well... Uh-oh. Doug, you are holding down the fort as we try and find our way out of here. Maybe I should have went back. Maybe I should have used that escape rope and then came back. In fact, maybe we should do that like now. Yeah, play the game, you know? Sometimes you just have to play the game. You ever been in this situation where you think you're better than the game, but the game is telling you to do something specific? Sometimes in this life, you play the game. Did we catch Mareep? I think we did. I'll tell you what. I need to go pee. I will be right back with you. Sorry for the another quick BRB here, but I hope you understand. We will be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. You know what they don't tell you about getting hydrated is it's just piss all day. If you start drinking water the way you want to, it's just piss city every day of your life. I think they do tell you that, actually. Maybe. In some circles. Not me. I just drink and drink and drink. Well, let's deposit... Well, we need an electric type. How about we We're going to put McQueen away because we do already have a Psychic and Water type. We have Florf. That's right. I knew we had an Electric type somewhere. Thank goodness. Enter Florf. So now we got to make our way back to that place with the little switches. Should I have bought repels? Maybe. I don't see any other way forward, so this has got to be like what we got to do here. Right, we got to do this again. Here we go. Go, my sheep. Illuminate my path. I saw I saw a YouTube short the other day that was talking about how you shear sheep, like, safely. And apparently there's like a strategic way to like position a sheep to where there's nothing it can do about you shearing it. Like you just like set it up right, and it's like it doesn't have the muscles necessary to stop you. I was like, oh my god. I mean, it's better, like it's safer for both parties if it doesn't, like, you know, if there's nothing it can do to like struggle out or like hit you, you know. Purple. What do you mean purple? Dynamite. I completely forgot that we were looking for dynamite. But yeah, it's funny, you know? That's one thing I have enjoyed about both YouTube Shorts and TikTok. Sometimes it's like just a professional telling me like a very esoteric thing about what they do, you know? Aren't you supposed to be like 10 years old? You should not have that. What are you talking about? Oh, dynamite. I thought you were saying that like me as in streamer was 10 years old and I couldn't have TikTok. I was like, well, I guess you're right, but no. But yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, we're just collecting dynamite to give to a random old man we met in a cave. Speaking of, whoa, hold on. Where does this go? Well, I don't think a 10-year-old should be on TikTok, but that's unrelated. Yeah, agreed. Nobody should be on the internet until they're a teenager, ideally. And even then, it's iffy. I just wanted to go up here because I wasn't sure if I missed something before I take that little minecart. I really should have got repels, because if you're anything like me, I talked about this during Brown, random encounters, like, wipe my brain of my navigational, like, setting. Like, I forget where, like, what direction I was going in and where I am in regards to a room. It's, like, actually a problem. So, if you see me going back to places that I've been before, apologies. Where does this go? Right, yes, okay. This minecart seems stable. Where do you want to go? Oh. So this is kind of like a fast travel kind of thing. Like you can go to different caves using the minecart system. That is so fun. Like until you get fly, you know? I wonder if these if this is going to take me to like places I couldn't get to before. Let's give it a go. This looks about the same. Oh, hello. Okay, so we're back at the start of the game now. So I should go back. Because we don't have like HMs or anything that would make exploring here worth it. Let's try Clathrite Tunnel. Kind of a checking my watch. Kind of a long cutscene for what's supposed to be fast travel. Hi, Snow Runt. I'll check these. Nope. Yeah. Does not appear to be anything we can do here until surf. Firelight Caverns. Have we even been to Firelight Caverns? I don't think so. Ooh. Hold on. They've got jams. I'm like swiveling in my chair a little bit. Hold on. Confuse guard? What the hell is that? User can't get confused? Oh, whoa. That's cool. Does that work with things like Thrash and like Outrage? Holy cow. Might as well give that to somebody. Maybe Baby? Sure. And let's catch a Pokemon here while we're here, too. If there's anything that'll spawn. No. Maybe they don't have spawns here because you're not supposed to be here yet. Like, technically. Kind of just a glimpse. It would be really cool, though. If you could let me get something early. For being inquisitive. No, nothing? Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything. Oh well. Yeah, that'll do us. Back to Mound Cave. Ooh, we gotta go back to this guy. Save me, Florf. Thank you. Ooh, there's more of them? Oh no. Well, at least we're healed up now. I just do what the boss says. If I get paid, I won't complain. Palette Black wants to battle. Okay, so I think the idea is that they use Pokemon that are the same color as their costume. So we'll put out a Sandstorm. Spite? What does that do? Oh, it reduces your uses, yeah. It reduces your uses. Shuppet. Ooh. What a pretty sprite for Shuppet. Holy cow. That like lavender color, or that like light blue kind of like indigo, you know? That's so pretty. Wow. I'm telling y'all, the color palette for the Game Boy Color. It's just great. Yeah, just throw out a rock, I guess. Level 14. I'm realizing now, I don't think Larvitar evolves into Pupitar until like level 30. So we're gonna be stuck with Larvitar for a long time. I say stuck, I mean, it's not a bad Pokemon, but you know what I mean. It's the starter, but it has like a very late evolution cycle. Another Eevee. Okay, so I'm guessing eventually when we fight these guys again, they'll have evolutions that correspond to their colors. What a cool evil team idea. To like make it like, you know, like Sentai kind of things, you know? I don't know why I stayed in. Oh well. I mean, Neopet got a level and that's all we need, so. Doug, do you want to do this? Nice. Yay! Oh my gosh, Doug is evolving. Oh, look at this Quilava. Oh my gosh. I think it's really cool that so many cool Game Boy Color Pokemon hacks and fan projects are coming out now. Yeah. The nostalgia has taken hold of people. Oh, Quilava's so cute. Awesome. I don't know what we're doing. All I care about is the money. Did we catch a Sneasel? We did, right? Yeah, we got Shoulder. I forgot that we caught a Sneasel already. We've been in this cave for a while. All right, that's our second Dynamite, I think. Let me double check. Yep, that's 2. Is this the right way to go? What the? Whoa. Oh, I see. Okay. Brain? No, this is backwards. This is definitely backwards. Yep. I got a little bit turned around there. You know, this is like a quick bit of XP. We might as well take out a level 9 Geodude. We have water. It has sturdy? Of course it does. I'll take the trade, though. All right. So that's backwards. Oh, I really should have bought repels. Oh, man. I'm tempted to do speed up, but I'm gonna hold out. It's just this is like very difficult for me to stay aware, you know? It's like doing all the things that make me confused in one dungeon. Okay, there's another one, but how do we get there? What do we do? I guess we drop down? Oh my god, what a crazy dungeon to throw. We haven't even gotten the second batch yet. Like, good lord. All right. I think I surrender. Here's what we're gonna do. Return of the radio. For a limited time only. Let's do a little bit of speed up. It just helps me focus. In a dungeon like this, it keeps me a little bit more aware. Yep, we've been there. Green, you're new. Well, I don't want to have to turn off the music every time I fight one of you guys, but I guess we can do it. The complaining streamer. His job is so hard. Hitting buttons every now and again. I'm amazed you've made it this far. Nile. Yes, I know your name. And plenty of other things. You can't run from us. We'll find you. Now, young one, let's fight. Oh, I turned off the chat. I had to turn off the music. There we go. Not to. Okay. Well, how about a sing? La la. Go to sleep. We need to do a water gun. Early bird? What are you talking about? Oh, man. Okay, let's swap to Larvitar. No, he's a... Oh my god, it's fainted. Everything's fucked. Let's go to Doug. Because it's, like, evolved, I guess. Please? Do something? Are you doing a Nuzlocke or a regular playthrough? Just a normal playthrough. If we try to do a Nuzlocke of a game that I've, like, never played before, we would, like, definitely lose. It would just be not fun. The only way I would ever do a Nuzlocke is if I was, like, very familiar with the game. Like a Gen 3 game or something. Squirt is trying to learn Future Sight. What? Why are you learning Future Sight? Meryl? Why is Meryl learning Future Sight? I don't know. I kind of want to keep Sing. Sing and Mudslap were good too. Do I want Future Sight? Probably, right? It's pretty good. Especially because our Meryl is pretty tanky. It doesn't have like huge power or anything. It has thick fat. So we could get a lot of use out of Future Sight. Better than Mudslap though? Sing Mudslap? Why not? Have fun. We can always reteach Mudslap if we don't like this. So. Another Eevee. We'll stay in. Chat, I am considering ordering a big old pizza tonight. I'm feeling the urge. The urge for pizza currently is quite powerful. I might have to enter the pizza zone. Hashtag enter pizza zone. What toppings are you gonna get? Now I am well, I have many things that I like, right? I think everybody kind of has like options, you know? We're gonna go to baby. Not that it matters because it's gonna die by burning, but recently I've just been like a general supreme guy. Like I like, you know, you get your pepperoni and or sausage, bell pepper, onion, and mushroom. Really good stuff. I've generally warmed up to having more vegetables on my pizza. Like artichoke is really good too. Oh my god. But I like Hawaiian pizza too. I like ham and pineapple. Really good. Even better when you kind of zhuzh it up a little bit with like pepper or something. What are you gonna do? Larvitar. That's my thing. That's fine. Let's try to put you to sleep right away. But I also I like the classics too. You know, I like a good cheese za. I like a pepperoni za. Please go to sleep. Go to sleep. No, baby, no. I'm committed. You have to go to sleep or I won't be satisfied. Oh, it's lowering my accuracy. What is my dang plan? Swap out. Jeez. I'm gonna lose. Go to Squirt. I don't have healing items. Yeah, do a water gun. What was my plan? Why did I stay in on Larvitar? I had a Meryl. Like, anyway. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do pizza tonight. Which is to say, I am like already thinking about dinner. But it is almost 6. I want to go for at least 3 hours today, though. That's kind of like, lately it's been my sweet spot. I would like to stream for longer than that, but 3 hours is when I'm like, yeah, that feels good. And if we're having fun, or if I'm not needing to do something else, then we can do more. But that's probably when I'll need to finish off for today, I think. I at least want to get out of this dang dungeon. Speaking of, let's get back to it. Okay, so this room is just... It was just that, so... We need to find 2 more. We know where 1 is, but we have to go up high and then drop down somehow. I wonder if I can talk to him, though. Hold on. Hey, you. Actually? My dumb ass. Do I have an escape rope? I do not. We got to take the long way. We should not try and keep doing this. We should go heal. For sure. Actually, hold on. Oh, Lord. Oh, my brain. What? Oh, that is a falling off platform thing. Hold on. Yeah, we just fell down. Okay. Oh, God, it's so confusing that you have to do this every time. Oh, my God. This would have been agonizing if I didn't decide to speed up. Yellow? Did we fight Yellow? No. Yellow is new. Yellow is gonna have an electric type for sure. We should not go. We should not try this. We will not do well. We have to go heal first. Oh my God. Where did I go now? No, bring me back up. Okay. We're back up. I need to go up again, right? Wait, what happened? I see. Okay. And half of that is also me speeding up. I'll acknowledge that, but sometimes it's, wow. It is not easy to make a dungeon easy to navigate, you know? It's not just you like putting stuff down. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. Says the guy who's never had to do it. Says the guy who knows nothing about it. I guess I know a little bit of something. I've spent a lot of time in dungeons of this nature. But the last time I did any sort of like dungeon master kind of stuff or like game design, quite a while. Oh my God, I'm like losing it in here. I just want to leave so I can heal. Where do I go, for fuck's sake? Is this not the way out? No, that's like a shortcut down. This is not the way out. I have to go to a different path. Okay. This is the way out. Okay, I remember now. Oh, thank goodness. That was a trial. Holy moly. Thank you for resurrecting my corpses, kind lady. Is this the way? Yes. Okay. I'm back in the fucking cave again. Is it this one? Yes? Okay, we're back here. We're healed up. We need to go find Yellow, who I think is down and over here. Brain activating memory power. Next game to play, Dungeon Keeper 98. Doing some kind of creative game like that would be fun. Yellow, like from the manga? No, we're fighting, I don't know if you remember from Pokemon Brown, there's like these patroller guys that we're fighting. They're like Power Rangers essentially, but the bad guys, as far as I can tell. Think yellow might be up here. No, we already did this. Once again, just imagine me trying to do this at proper speed. Trying to find a needle in a haystack this way. Was it this way? No. Maybe it was back up here. So I wasn't right to go down. Maybe it was like over here. Oh my God. I knew that was going to happen if I speed up. I knew that was coming. That's why I started walking slow. Oh, God. What a nightmare. Playing games is so hard. Okay, yes, I see where I am now. Okay, hit this. There. Don't go down. Be very careful. There you are, geez. And I think I know where to go for blue, too. I love that song, but we'll be back in a moment. You're probably going to have an oh my God, I can't speak. You're probably going to have an electric type. All right. So I'm going to keep Larvitar up front. I'm a superhero. You don't say. Let's invest in some sand. And then, I guess we can do Mud Slap. Ooh, Seismic Toss. So that'll do 13? Yeah. That's bad. Karate Chop, that's also bad. That's actually quite bad. Uh-oh. I would like to keep Neopet alive if I can. Makahita. We have a Fairy move and Psychic type. Give it a tasty sing first. La. La la la. Why is my double slap missing? Did it hit me with something? And I wasn't paying attention? What? Why did it miss like 3 times in a row? Am I in the crazy house right now? What the hell just happened? I missed it 3 times in a row and then it got the 5-hit double slap and it's going to again. Nope. Okay. What in Sam Hill is occurring? Another Eevee. We'll swap out for Doug. My thought was like, also we didn't buy potions because I'm a dumbass. but my thought was I wanted to keep Baby full health for the blue fight, because I know that's coming up. Ooh, that did a lot. Ooh, I should have did quick attack. That's on me. That could have saved me some health just now. I'm losing my mojo. No fair. My boyfriend, Palette Green, won't be happy about this. Okay. So that's how we're gonna write the Yellow Ranger, huh? So that's how we're gonna do that? All right, so we need to go and do blue, which I think we go a little bit south from here, and that should be it, like right over here, is my thought. I might be wrong. Do I have potions at all? Maybe we use some orange berries on, like, Squirt. That'll do. Anything else? Nope. Is this right? No, I don't think we're even close. Yeah, okay. Back to speed up. Yeah, we can leave Neopet up front. I need to see where blue is, and then where I should be in correspondence. In correlation is what I was looking for. Right there. Okay. So, I don't want to listen to this. Not right now. There we go. That's a good track for this. So, we need to go up right over here and then go to the northeast a little bit. So, like, over here. This has got to be it. Whoops. Well. Hold. Hold. I love this song, but that'll be later. Oh, it's you. You're the kid we're looking for. Well, Patroller Red is, anyway. I just needed a gig, and this is all I could get. I hope I do a good enough job. Zubat? Oh, boy. I mean, we're not going to go first. That's for sure. On the off chance that we do, we might as well try a rock throw. Oh my god, we did, and we missed. What rotten luck. Well, what can you do? You know? You go to baby, that's what. Enter baby mode. Maybe I should have set up Future Sight for the next Pokemon there, because Zubat wasn't actually doing all that much, but I feel like I could have gotten either way. Tentacool. Same deal. We can kind of just stay the course. I think Tentacool is high special defense, though. I might be wrong. Yeah, definitely higher than Zubat. For sure. Ooh! It's protected by Confuse Guard, so it didn't get hit by a Supersonic. Lucky. Are you gonna rename Baby when it evolves into Bronzong? No, because it's the Baby Bell. That was the whole idea. Maybe we could name it Baby Bell? But we'd have to find the name rater again. Or again, I mean for the first time. Eevee might as well stay in at this point. I don't think we're going to have any more boss fights. I think now would be a good time to do Future Sight, because it might kill us. We'll try Hypnosis, though, just to stay in a little longer. Yup. There we go. The goat, baby. Oh, I should have set up another Future Sight there. I think we'll be fine, though. Yeah, it's not worth it. Thank you for your service, baby. I guess Doug would be faster than Squirt, so we'll try that. Oh, it has Quick Attack, though. What was I thinking? No! Okay. Well, I think we have enough to at least get out of this dungeon. But this is a little bit dire now. As long as there's no more boss fights, which, by the way, there's been like 6 boss fights in this one dungeon. We'll be fine. We haven't gotten our second badge, by the way. They can't blame me. It's my first day, after all. Everybody needs a way to make money, and this is mine. I agree, but it is a bit unorthodox. And that's the 5th dynamite. We've done it. Now we just got to go talk to that guy again. And for that, we'll do a little bit more speed up. Just a little bit more, because I don't remember where he is. So we got to hunt around a little. It's not there. No. That's where yellow was. Is it here? I think we're close. Like maybe over this way? No, that was another dynamite. My poor, poor human brain. If only it could remember something from only a few mere moments ago. And we're back in here again. Okay, hold on. Was it back here? Like, do we need to go through this again? We might have to. Let me just entertain my thought for a moment. Because it might be that there's like another area this way. Yeah, like this, perhaps? Maybe? Question mark? I'm feeling something on the wind. I'm reading the tea leaves. I'm hitting Future Sight. Yup, Yup. I knew I had a hunch. I knew I had a hunch. Great, you got all the sticks. However, we need some real fire to light the fuse. Maybe a fire type Pokemon or a move could do it. Try with Doug. Great, it's lit the fuse. Let's stand back. Woohoo! I'm free! Thanks, kid. I'm free to take over the world and spread my dark powers over the nation. You did this. This is your fault. Thank you. I'd been sealed away by a sorcerer of Eld. You set me free from this dungeon of hell. Ooh. Ooh! That's, Evergrande City. This is one of the, like, my favorite Pokemon songs ever. Oh. The Naljo region, the island of Raiwan. Spurge City Orphanage. Okay, well. New City. Probably is where the next gym is, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. We gotta find a Pokemon Center, though. I am so happy to be out of that damn dungeon. I cannot tell. I can't emphasize it enough. I guess it wasn't like a bad dungeon, but it was like extremely tedious and hard to understand. So maybe it was. Maybe that's like the definition of a bad dungeon. I'm too scared to go outside. Who knows what happens out there? Oh, it's you again. It's me, the talk of the town. You know, the guy who blew up the rocks in the cave. You set me free and allowed me to unleash my power amongst the helpless public. I think that explosion might have shifted various parts of the cave. What do you mean by that? Are you saying there's something in there that I should go back? Not today. Maybe off stream. I just want to see if... What's this? Spurge City, the city where anything can happen. Anything? It's got a big mart, too. That'll be fun to look through. I just want to see if there's a gym. There's the orphanage. What is... That's not the gym. That's not the gym, right? What? I must have fallen asleep. I lost the keys to my apartment and I've been looking for them. It's been at least half a day now. The keys to your apartment? The Spurge Casino. Earn big bucks inside. Cool. Lots of fun things to explore. There's the gym. I was told to block the gym until the leader returns. My legs are about to get stiff. Okay, so we have stuff to do before we can actually do some gym nonsense. What am I doing over here? Well, if you take this TM, could you please mind your own business? Absolutely. Salute. Sorry to bother you. TM39 is swift. This attack will never miss unless the opponent uses the moves Fly, Dig, or Protect. I really like Swift. That's a reliable move right there. Speaking of, who can learn it? A lot of folks. Maybe Doug. Get rid of, well, actually, these are pretty good. Do we care about Mud Slap, though? Not really. see the casino really quick. If you will recall, one of our party members in Brown came from a casino. I think that's how we got Totodile, right? And I say party members, I don't think we actually used them. Oh, I need a coin case. Classic dilemma. I'll sell you a coin case. I just need 1,000 in return. Deal? Sure. I thought so. Anything else to say? Coin case? What coin case? Ah, wink wink. Okay, whoa. Kangaskhan, Eevee, and Porygon. Well, we used a Kangaskhan last time, and, yeah. We got a bunch of TMs, too. I wish you would tell me the name of them, though. What about you? What do you do? Do you need some game coins? Oh, I see. We talked to you to get coins. Got it. We're not gonna... we're not gonna do any gambling today. That might be how we start next stream, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. A wee bit of sped up gambling. Anything fun in the mart? Can't decide what to buy. Holy cow, it's a very big mart. Come look around, I have games aplenty here. If you see a game you like, just let me know. Trying to get a return on a game I bought for my son. Who is Frigo, anyway? Seriously? And Pokemon Quartz had a lot of profanity in it. It was rated E for everyone, too. I think Pokemon Quartz is another, another hack. My brain is not working anymore. I hear the milk they sell here is made in a small farm in Johto. Moo Milk, geez, is a good thing to buy if we can. It's a little expensive though, so maybe not. Yeah, I'm fine. I am absolutely fine. I just can't talk today for some reason. Soda pop isn't very healthy, but it costs less than water. What a crazy thing. This food court never fails to fill my big belly up real good. All right, we're gonna leave this guy alone. Welcome, how may I help you? Okay, yeah, so just more food options, I guess. My Snorlax loves these burgers too. He can eat a lot more than me. I'd imagine so. What about you? Are you a monk? Some very shady guy all dressed in red came to buy a meal. And when I say red, I mean red. Helmet, jumpsuit, all of it red. He refused to take the helmet off, so he ordered his food to go. Well, I guess that's it. Have we talked to you? We should buy potions when we get a chance. Maybe like over here. Oh, apparently... What the hell? What? Huh? Hold on. It's saying that we can collect gold tokens to exchange for items. And one of them is a time machine that lets you travel through time. Well, if we get 5 tokens, maybe we'll consider it. Well, that's the mart. I have a feeling the orphanage is when plot is going to start happening, so I'm gonna save that for last. Did we go in here? Yeah, that's the casino, right? Yeah. What is this place? Oh, it's like an apartment complex, I think, right? Or like a hotel? 1C. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save this for next time. In fact, oh my god. Where am I now? No, send me back. I see. I got confused. We're coming up on time now, I think, for 3 hours. So I think I'm actually I'm gonna call it here. We made a lot of progress. The dungeon took some time, but next time we'll explore Spurge City a bit more. Learn about the gym. Hopefully do 2 gyms if we can. But this game seems to be paced a little bit differently. So I think we actually got a lot done today, all things considered. If we didn't do speed up, we would have been in that dungeon for like another hour at least. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys for coming out. Had a lot of fun. Next stream, I think, if I can kick myself in the tush about it, we'll do another art stream. How about that? I want them to be a regular thing, and I gotta get a bit more confident about it, so we'll do another art stream. And I'll come a bit more prepared. I don't know when this week that'll be, but be on the lookout. And then after that is Mina the Hollower. Like 100%. As soon as that game comes out, we are hitting the start button. So, let's get you guys rated, shall we? A lot of people are back from MomoCon. So we got a couple options today. But, oh, you know, I haven't rated Will in a while. Let's go to Will. I almost never catch him when he's live, so I'm going to raid Will. He's playing Bubsy 4D. That's my friend, the real Yo-Cow. New Bubsy game, I guess. I guess it came out. Should be a hoot and or a holler. So I will catch you guys next time.